The Hales Report, we live with Loon. Anybody listening in, press 1. Y'all got any questions for Loon? You know, while we got him on the line. 100. I spoke to you earlier. I made a mistake and said 360. He said he did a complete 180, and that
180,
complete 180. And I can say I'm totally proud for you. I know what we've been through, where we came from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, though, I'm just, people should just be happy that a person finds happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the whole key to life, man. And it's a benefit in seeing people actually find happiness. I wouldn't never challenge that state for nobody. Because if you've seen some of these, interviews and stuff I did on YouTube before I converted to Islam, I was getting to a boiling point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is the beauty about the peace I found in my life. You know what I'm saying? Is that I was really at a point where I was really just highly upset with a lot of individuals in the business and stuff like that. And, if I seen these brothers today, I probably would have a lot more righteous words for them, opposed to the way I started to find myself getting consumed by this whole beef and stuff, and this whole WWF stuff that just came with the music business all of a sudden. It's like, this is, and people are watching us, man. I just came from Saudi Arabia. Y'all be surprised how many people are influenced by hip hop, yo. That's influence.
Yeah.
And we not even paying attention to that. And then when you see the people that do make 10, 20, $30 million, they the ones that's actually paying attention. Everybody else is playing the rat race game. They ain't paying attention.
True. Loon, Dula got a question. Go ahead, Dula.
Peace, Loon. I just want to say peace. And
that's
the first question, thank you. The first question I was wondering is, I know you come from the same time as hip-hop as we do, and I was wondering how much you think the religion plays a part in hip-hop, because, as you know, that was in our communities, the 5% language, Brand Nubians. That was kind of like the beginning of, that's kind of like our foundation. We know the science that a lot of people didn't know before us. And as you speak it clearly, as all of us recognize it as clearly as day, because it's a part of our spirit. And I don't think a lot of times we really focus on that as a unit, as the hip-hop, the whole unit that we really are, man. I just want to know what you think about that.
Well, to be honest with you, like the 5% is only like a denomination of the Nation of Islam.
Right.
And if you know anything, of course, about Malcolm X, when he made Hijrah, when he made Hajj and traveled to the holy city of Mecca, he discovered the real Islam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The real Islam, you know what I'm saying, is not practiced in the same manner. You know what I'm saying? The real Islam doesn't constitute a person to still intoxicate yourself, fornicate, and say, just because I know the science behind it, this is an act of worship. This is submission. Islam, the word Islam, if you know, it means submission. Submit to the will of Allah. A Muslim is someone who submits to the will of Allah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't have a 5% submission or, it's complete submission.
Oh, no, I'm not thinking, I'm not thinking
I understand
that.
what you're saying. I was just about to get to that part. In terms of the music aspect, in Islam, if you read the Quran, you know what I'm saying, music is not permissible. It's not permissible for someone who's a Muslim to indulge in music.
Right, that's what makes hip-hop so special. That's why it looks like, hip-hop is built of all of them. If you look at our nature, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't see hip-hop for the spirit that it is. I mean, we the first ones born in this land free. As soon as I came off the bus, I could vote. I could ride anywhere. So as a child of that, our mind is a lot clearer than a lot of those before us.
But but you also know there's limitations to that freedom too. You know what I'm saying? Because if we was as free as you make it seem right now, because right now you about to just fly away. I wish I was that free. I know we all wish we was that free.
Well, I mean, we are. That's the thing, that it's people like you speaking and opening up. It's Al opening it up. Because hip-hop is powerful. That's all, big bro. That's all I'm trying to do.
No, you're right. I mean, hip-hop is a culture that we created. We created a culture from being oppressed or being, limited to that amount of freedom that you're talking about. So we took the freedom that we had and I'm all for that. We took the freedom that we had, and we found a way, one, to communicate, you know what I'm saying, a language that nobody couldn't understand 10, 15 years ago.
Right, definitely.
Nobody knew what hip, the hop, the hip hop. This is before we even got to the dialogue of rapping now. We knew what that meant, you know what I'm saying?
Right, no doubt.
Throw your hands in the air. Like, this was all, you know what I'm saying, a ritual to escape the harsh realities of the streets.
Right. We got a couple of callers on the line.
So I'm definitely, you know, in full understanding of that. But, you know, it's a point where we have to elevate. Because that's the whole thing with us as a people. We get comfortable. We get real comfortable fast. You know what I'm saying? We find a little cushion, and we go to sleep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I hear you.
We go right to sleep. And that's why, you know, everything we've ever created has always been stolen. Because we fall asleep.
Yeah. Definitely. We got
a caller.
We got another caller.
Yo,
what up?
What's up, Amir?
What's going on? Who that?
This your relative, G-O-T-T-I. What up?
What's going on, man? How you?
Ain't none. I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate your journey, man. I'm glad you found yourself, man.
Man, I appreciate that.
That's a blessing, man. That's definitely a blessing because we need warriors like you, man. We got too many people out here perpetrating and fronting and stunting, you know, that don't even know that they're being responsible for these kids' lives and their spirits, and they walking them to the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you somebody who come from where we come from, and you can be an example of change.
No doubt.
And that's pretty much, I'll be honest with you, man, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do, you know. Definitely fifty billah for the sake of Allah. It's just the youth, like you said. It doesn't matter what, you know what I'm saying, genre of music. It doesn't matter if you choose to degrade women and stuff. Because if you're all familiar with, I never took that approach. You know what I'm saying? I took the most righteous approach that we could take at that state of ignorance is try to be respectful to the women. Pretty much the LL.
Yeah, the LL.
You know what I'm saying? This is the best way we can come across, like we not so, you know, hard, so we not so foul or whatever the case may be. But the reality of it is, you know, it still lands you in the same environment. It still lands you in the same party.
So, baby, good. Ain't nothing, I'm maintaining. I'm on the phone with Loon right now.
You hear me?
What up, cousin?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What up, yo?
I've been waiting for you to call me.
All right, well, we on an interview right now.
Oh, okay. He on the show right now, because I ain't seen you. I'm right. What's up? I told you later. I said he on the radio show, cuz.
That's my family, for real. But yeah, like I'm saying, you know, like the reality of it is I thought that I was taking a more subtle approach, and like I said, a lot of people know me. We all got history in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole, you know, peeing contest of who got more felonies, who punched more people in the face, and all that's played out. Like, you know, the reality of it is we all got history in the streets. But for me to try to take an approach that was totally opposite from anything anybody ever knew me for, you know what I mean? That was kind of ballsy to me. You know, I felt like it was something that would constitute a different type of awareness for myself, first and foremost. And it did place me in the mainstream audience, but the reality of it is the party wasn't no different.
Definitely.